Okay, so everybody ready?
Yeah.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Hey!
What's up, guys? Double A back. Oh god, you already ruined it. Oh god.
I'm sorry.
Claudia, oh god. Try this again.
We're tired, change, done. That's right.
Alright, cool, let me go in. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Double A here, very messy hair, Double A just on my phone. So yeah, apologies for the quality of this, but if you're listening to this, obviously you probably won't hear the quality. But anyway, the video / audio, whether you're listening to podcast on SoundCloud or whether you're watching the video, this basically is a pilot for something I was planning to start next year, but basically I started it this year because the opportunity just arose. Me and some of my friends were just hanging out and was like, let's do this. So yeah, but basically it's going to be a podcast style thing where I have some friends and we all sit around a table and we talk about different topics, what we're feeling like. So I really enjoyed this episode. It was really fun to make, and you know, next time I do it will be better, it will be bigger because I'll have my camera, I'll have a proper mic again set up. So this obviously all the recordings that you're going to see throughout this episode are recorded on my phone. So it's not the best audio, not the best video, but it's meant to be just enjoyed anyway. So anyway, I hope you guys really enjoy it. Tell me what you think and the ways that I can improve, because I definitely want to be taking this into next year and doing a lot more with it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, one other thing is the footage did cut out at the end, so there's like maybe 10-12 minutes of stuff that didn't get recorded, unfortunately, but we wasn't aware at the time. So that's a shame. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, what's up everybody? It's Double A here. Hope and pray you're all doing well. So this is a new little series, and I was gonna start it next year, but hey, you know what? It's 2019. We're still gonna get things done before 2020. So yeah, welcome to Roundtable. So this is just like a thing where I'm gonna bring some friends along, and we're just gonna have a little discussion. So introduce yourselves, everybody, starting from the left.
Right, so my name is Mika, I'm first year.
I'm Claudia, I'm third year.
Obviously you know me, so don't worry about that one.
I'm Melody and I'm a UEA graduate.
Wow.
Yes. I'm Olivia and I'm a second year.
Oh, that's hot. Right, so we're going to talk about like 3 little topics today, guys. So the first topic I wanted to talk about was like just race relations in general at UEA. So we've got like a wide range here. We've got first, second, third, and graduate. So we really have a wide range here. Mm-hmm. So obviously, Elodie, you've been here the longest. Well, you're now actually gone, but like in terms of you, like gone but not forgotten. No, but in terms of you, like, what do you think? Like how UEA has developed over your time? Because obviously you started the year before me.
Yeah.
And obviously, so you might have had a different experience even to me or to Olivia, who's been here like still only 3 years. So, what do you think?
I feel like there's always been a lot of like stop and starts. It's always been like, oh yeah, we'll get it done, and then nothing's been done, and so it's like we have to sort of wake them up and be like, the fight's still not over. We still need representation in terms of lectures, in terms of mental health provision, in terms of, you know, decolonizing our literature. Like things need to still get done. Like I remember the time when the Vice Chancellor signed the charter, right?
Oh God, don't even get me started on that, please.
How has the progress been since the signature of the charter?
Right, let me talk to you on that. So, y'all remember when they did Black History Month, yeah, aka putting flags in the hive?
Yes.
No, but
Oh my gosh.
they did that decolonize UEA talk. Yeah, me, I was there. I was sitting in the front row, and I asked him that very same question, right? And the funniest thing happened. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna let the somebody take over and explain what's going on." And one white woman got up and started telling us about all the discussions that they've been having and how they're now ready to put a plan in place. I said, "Huh?" I said, "It's been a whole year and now you're ready to put a plan in place."
Like Brexit.
Like, what's the meaning? And a white woman as well. I said, yeah. I want to be like, how many people of colour are actually on your panel? Like,
that's the thing.
No, that one.
Let's say with LGBT discussions, it would be right if like it's 90% straight people talking about how to
make sense. You know,
to make it make sense.
The logic has to be there.
And plus, they do support LGBT a lot here because, like, we've got gender neutral toilets. Like, no offense, but what did we have?
We need black neutral toilets.
That's it.
Nah, what we need is like, listen, I'm not saying we need like black toilets, but I'll settle for a decent hive.
Like the Hive nights actually being decent.
Exactly.
Like play some actual tunes, not just get one Don to play, over 10 times now.
Yeah.
But
I think get some Elkabas doing the club at least.
yeah, that's okay. All
Like
right.
help a neo soul night, get to know the intricacies of the black experience. It's not all the time in a German, in a German.
Yeah, it's sometimes that like, but obviously you've only been here like what?
I've been
3
here
months.
12 weeks.
Just
12 weeks.
You're a baby. You're a
baby.
Nah, but on a bit more thing, like, how's it been so far? Have you had your first UVA racist experience yet?
I haven't, praise be to God.
Oh.
I have not had any racial experiences. However, I do remember when we did another interview with the other people that we were discussing about racial issues with, and you mentioned eradicate hate, and I didn't even realize that.
Oh, you mean when we did the other the TV the UVA TV
I was
thing?
really surprised. I was like, wow, they're not putting it nowhere. Like, what if something actually happened to me and like I didn't know who to go to? I just have to keep it to myself or tell it to friends. But my friends don't have no power in the university.
They're just there to support you.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So what's gonna happen? Like, I didn't know that eradicate hate existed.
You just have to slap them in it. You and be as racist, just bow.
Exactly.
Hello, bow. Nah.
But that's true though. But white people are also scared when you label them as a racist.
Oh,
no, I'm not racist. I have black friends. You see me back at home. I was literally just like,
I'm not racist. I love
no.
Stormzy.
The last time I got was, I'm not racist because I was drunk.
Oh no!
You are racist.
Oh God! You called me the N words. It doesn't matter if you were alcohol induced or not. You are racist.
I bet you would have said the same thing so far.
I think the thing is, though, right? Honestly, I think the thing is that people don't want to be labeled racist because they don't realize that that's not the be all and end all.
Yeah.
Like, labeling somebody racist is not we're trying to say, oh, you're a bad person in general, you're bad all overall. But what we're saying is that this is something that you need to change.
Yeah.
You can become not racist, but if you profile people because of their race, you are a racist.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
You're
a-
racist then and there. Like, you
It's
might
that
not be
simple.
permanent racist, but you're racist then and there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. People be scared to have that label because obviously, like, there are some people out there who are like just racist, like following that race. But that's the thing. Like, it proves that some people aren't ready to have the discussion because if you really can't get behind the word racist, and you're scared of that, bruv, wait until we actually come and talk to you. Oh God, you'll see.
I feel like they don't want to be like associated with those that would actually say, oh, N would go home, that would do the graffiti, like talking about you. But then it's like with racism, there's a spectrum. You can be subtly racist and you can be overtly racist.
Microaggressions.
So, so I realised, like, studying at uni, that living in the UK overall, there's a lot of subtle racism. There's going to be.
Britain's just full of awkward people. They're not very passionate.
I mean, conservatives won.
True.
No, but honestly, you may not have had any outright racist experiences, but I'm sure you've been a victim of microaggressions already. Even if you haven't realised, you've been a victim of microaggression already.
I think we even discussed this morning about when you're in the bookable room and there'll be people crowding around the door, waiting for you to let them
we're talking
in.
about intimidation. Like how other races could see like black people as intimidating, but they don't take the time to actually know the personality or whatever. Like I could share a bookable room with strangers. I've done it before. I'm completely fine with it. They'll see me take this whole room for myself. They'll come in and be like, oh, but she's already taken it. No, we don't want to ask her no question. We don't want to talk to her. She looks intimidating.
As if you're gonna beat them
And
up.
it's like no, I would let you in, like, because this is open to everybody. It's a public space. I haven't booked it, so you're free to join.
Nah, I hear you on that. I think the problem is, especially with like me and my friends, obviously, we are intimidating. But honestly, we are just like the most lovable, fun bunch. And that's but the thing is, we're
Why are you laughing? I don't know.
Think about it. Like me, Josh, sorry, that's a
It's
whole
true,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like intimidated. But why? For why? If you actually get to know us, the way we just crack brands,
They are.
the way we're just here to have fun, and that is literally
We
it.
just need to be carefree and live our lives.
Well, I don't know. I've been out here living my best life. Nah,
basically, okay, so I studied geography, yeah, and I'm basically, it's just me and Patricia, we're the only black people out of, I would say 400. No, 300 for geography, environmental sciences, like 400 and a
God
bit.
bless.
Wow.
Yeah, but Patricia does BA, so I'm not even in her modules. Like I do BSc physical. So like since first year, like I've just been experiencing. I don't know, maybe it's me, my face. Like I don't know, like maybe it just puts them off, or like I just got scared. But when I used to go labs and stuff, yeah, like I used to. Like those times, like because the time was so like short between lectures, like I would just stay on campus, so I'll be early, yeah. So I'll just cop a bench, like I'll just go somewhere, like, and then everyone's coming in, and all I see is everyone going fuel, 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 and my bench is empty. I'm thinking, are these people like not going to sit next to me? Like it's only the late people, and then they'll be sitting like. They'll leave like 4 chairs up. I'm thinking, am I going to kill you? Like,
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
All the time,
As
yes.
a science student, I'm hearing the same situation. That's why, yeah, shout out Fiona.
It's just
Just
like-
eradicate hate has to be a thing. But I don't know, like, what's the progress happening?
Yeah, is there any progress?
So with comp, there's a lot of like ethnically diverse people. So
Yeah, I mean, I think we're quite lucky in comp that we don't have a lot of the major issues that
plus we don't all hang out together as well.
we don't. Yeah, that's the thing. Actually, there are solid little groups within each year within comp, I think, which is kind of nice. But that doesn't mean we're still not victims to other issues.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Not issues, but issues usually come from elsewhere. But in terms of like eradicate hate,
We'll just talk to the SU about that.
I mean.
SU?
It's okay. It's okay. No, honestly, like the reason I'm starting is because I can't actually. There's actually nothing. And when I went to that decolonized talk and I mentioned about it, again, it was just more jibber jabber. Like these men know how to waffle. Yeah, they should open an IHOP the way they know how to waffle. Honestly, like, all these men do is talk. No, but the thing is, that's all these people know how to do is talk. It's no action with them.
Yeah.
And even me, so I've been going to these things called big shift events, yeah, which is like days where we go and sit down and like it's like higher ups in the university, and I've been invited as a student to come along and like share my experience as a student and stuff, and like to be part of the discussion. And one thing that really kind of got to me, yeah, was the fact is like I said to everybody, and a lot of people agree in this UEA, and when I mean people, I mean like staff, as like talk about staff mainly, that all it is talk, and action that actually needs to start now happening. Because the thing is we're so quick in this place to talk, and then pat ourselves back having a discussion.
Yeah.
I think even the word discussion is becoming, I don't want to say a toxic word, but a bit of a dangerous word. Because the thing is, we can easily say, oh yeah, we're having discussions, but like if the discussions are going nowhere and you're having more discussions, like ultimately what's going to happen? Where do we go from, like, where do we go from here? Where do we move next? So in terms of eradicate hate stuff, I've heard nothing. But that's the thing, like if I was now to go to storm to the Vice Chancellor's office and say, hey, like what's going on with eradicate hate? It's like, well, you see, we've been having some great discussions. I don't know, it's the first word that come out of his mouth. Oh.
Like, how many talks of decolonized UEA have we had like in 2018, 2019?
I will say one thing though. I'm actually not going to put it all on the Vice Chancellor, right? Because the thing is, I think he's been very receptive. Ever since Fiona kind of first approached him, I think he's been very receptive, and I like give props to him. I think, and this is what we were saying at the event the other day, that it's the middle. So if you have students and staff, then you have like heads of year or heads of, gosh, you see me talking secondary school, like heads of department, head of schools. You have student teachers, head of school. Then you have that kind of all those people in the middle, and then you have Vice Chancellor at the top.
Yeah.
I feel like it's those people there that are really blocking the progress, because a lot of the people that I sit with are like heads of schools, are teachers, are people who work in like student support, people who work in careers, and they're all there like ready to like, yeah, let's get to it. But why is it that it always gets stuck? Vice Chancellor's like, right, we want to do this. You hear it, and then just don't hear nothing. So I won't blame it all on him, because obviously he's just one man. Like, he does have power in this university, but he is just one man. And like, I have a feeling that a lot of the people around him probably need to step up and actually, make change. Like, actually be ready to make change.
No disrespect to the individuals, but just structural change needs to be made.
Like, especially with the middleman, like, I won't lie, I don't know who the middlemen are.
But when we say middlemen, we all envision the same people, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like 60-year-old, white. Like,
Sounds right.
get me a Keisha. Get me a Keisha in there. Like, get me a young black woman in there. Let's see. Because, you know, she will make change.
Yeah.
By fire, by force.
Exactly. Like, even with the SU, I remember when I campaigned of being part of being the welfare community and diversity officer. And everyone will tell me, like, everyone I'll talk to, they'll be like, oh, we need different faces on the wall because, you know, I can't go for another year seeing a sea of just white faces.
That
on
wall
the
is white.
That wall downstairs.
Yeah, I mean,
That wall
like,
is
you know,
whiter
friends
than
are
this
there.
wall. Oh, God.
Like, no respect to those on the wall because, you know, some of them are my friends. And
No, some of them
everything,
are.
but, yeah, some of them are good people, but then it's like change needs to be made.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree because, like I'm saying, like I don't want to think like I'm going because Amelia, Alicia, Callum, like Marco, like all of them people on there are amazing people, and like I don't want it to seem like we're coming for them, but honestly, there does need to be more diversity. And I think part of the problem is that we're just tired now. Like, who actually wants to run for anything anymore when it feels like we can just get nowhere? That's why I'm glad they're finally introducing the actual like black students officer.
Yeah.
Like that's now going to be an official thing, which I'm proud that's going to happen, and I want to see like the person who takes that over. Like I want to see them succeed, but that wall is actually white and white. And the problem is, it's not only white and white. Like obviously, we're saying about what we love on there. There are, I talked to a lot of people. There are a few people on there who have been problematic. Like, oh god, like some of the things that they've been doing and saying.
What was that girl that you were talking about? She was basically.
Oh no, yeah. So that wasn't me saying that. So when we did that interview. That was his story. So one of the girls on the wall, I can't remember which one it is in particular. I won't say names because like might have to do a couple beeps and beeps here and there. But basically, the story went that her housemate is white and has a boyfriend who's black.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is this girl never has any issue with any of their house flatmates bringing their boyfriends who are all white. And like apparently now when the black boyfriend came out, it's all of a sudden why is he not paying? Why is he here? It's making an issue, and she's never made an issue before. So I mean, what does that say? Like
that is messed up. Like as cheesy as it sounds, like we all bleed the same color. Like as cheesy as it sounds, but what makes us so inherently, you know, like abysmal to look at just because of the color of our skin? Like, what is it about us? It's not even I want to know. Let's make it a rhetorical question. I don't even want to know because our existence, we're here to stay.
we might.
Get used to it.
Oh,
You know, get used to it, honey.
preach it.
Like we've been here like since the beginning of time, and still people are trying to get.
Jesus
used to
was
us.
black.
Jesus did not have a straight perm. Like,
God.
it's not white. Have on the wall, okay?
I don't know.
Devil's advocate though, he wasn't Israeli.
Yeah.
But he wasn't white.
He wasn't white. He might not be black, but he wasn't white. But please, he was not a white man. Yeah, no, I think yeah, there's that thing that came out like a while back now. It was like the true depiction of Jesus, and you're right, it was more like Israeli kind of. But you know, I'll still call him my nigga anyway. Like that's my nigga, Jesus. Jesus Christ is my nigga. He's the son of the original G. Oh god, that video.
2. Jesus Christ is my nigga. He's the son of the original G. And he was sent to earth to elucidate the way that we should be. What? Like if another MC says you're a freak, you're a lame butt.
He's the original OG.
Original OG.
Like, who would die on the cross, man?
Man was the original. Man said he was the original ride or die. Man said he ride or die for everybody as well.
That's true.
Even these racists. Wow.
Yeah.
God, he's better than me because I would never ride or die.
Lord, give me your patience.
God.
Love for Jesus.
Team Jesus.
Man said drop it low for Jesus. Oh God.
Just for him.
Drop it low for Jesus. the Lord in mind. When you dirty wine, drop it for Jesus. In the club.
You man. Kanye West.
Kanye!
Yeezy. Nah, big man, what's everybody's thoughts about Kanye? Like, and where he's at right now?
I'm to be honest, like I'm just happy what he's doing right now. Even if like what he's doing is helping people, it's helping people. Even if he's not doing it like for the right. I mean, like to be honest, I think he actually changed. I think he's actually doing it for the right reason.
Right.
Either way, he's helping people with this song, so I think he's doing it
We
well.
stand with Jesus.
Hey, drop it low for Jesus. Nah, no, but on a real right. This is the thing I keep telling people, right? The best way, I think, to describe it is like this. When people first come to God, yeah, they're always so on fire. Like,
Yeah.
Anybody who comes to God initially is like, yeah, I love you, God, Jesus Christ. I love you, God. Like,
Jesus Christ! That's what we do it for. We love you, God. Chestnut.
and it's such an amazing thing to see. But the thing is most of them are broke boys. And let's be honest, unless you're going SPAC, you're like.
Let's talk about that.
We'll get to that. Oh, we'll get to SPAC. Don't worry, we'll get into that. But no, if you're coming to Christ, yeah, and usually people don't have money, but if they had the money, trust me, they would all be doing what Kanye's doing.
Yeah.
The only reason that Kanye's given highlights now is because of the fact that he has money, which is allowing him to enable him to do things that people who don't have money but would just be on fire for God want to do. Like, have a choir, fly them out, be going up to every church, doing up Sunday service. And that's the thing, I think it's a really great thing. And I think people are just like, first of all, people are too quick to judge. And he even said it. He said in this, I can't remember which song it was, but he was like, the Christians will be the first to judge me, right?
Nobody love me.
And it's so true, because the thing is, yeah, and what makes it crazy, I'll say the other thing that makes it crazy, yeah, is because when we see like these pastors, these preachers, these people that are high up here, and they say about their journey, yeah, the thing is what we need to recognize is there's a point where they go from sinner to saint. Yeah, where they go from who they was to who they are. Yeah, and sometimes that changes instant. Like, well, not instant, but sometimes that change comes very quickly. But the thing is, we don't hear about their message until 10, 20 years down the line.
Yeah.
So when they're telling you that they were a drug dealer, they were a gangbanger, yeah, there's a certain disconnect because you haven't. Yeah, because you haven't seen it. The problem is with Kanye, we've seen the sinner side, and the thing is, this saint side of it as such has come about in like the space of pretty much a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, it's been a slow progression his whole life, but the big change is like Sunday service was placed at the start of that big change, and that's the thing. People, honest, and the funny thing is that even Christians don't believe that Jesus, like, they're like, oh no, nobody can change that much in that spirit of time.
Exactly.
Is it not the God that you serve, the God that I serve? Oh wow.
Really, it's very it confuses. Like, I don't get it.
I feel like it certainly comes to humility as well, because like we forget that, you know, even though now we see Kanye with the transformed side of him, oh god, I think I'm messing up my point. You edit that bit out.
Oh, buddy, you're not leaving this in now. Oh, Anna.
Like, what we have to realize is that the God we serve is the God that He wants humility, and He cannot now have like us judge Him, you know, especially seeing His transformation, you know, with the whole slavery is a choice thing, which will gladly, you know, pack that up.
No, but even that was people misunderstanding. This is the thing. People take out of context constantly. If you actually go back and watch that video, he did not say the words slavery was a choice. So he said slavery. Now that sounds like a choice to me. That's the specific word. He did not say the words slavery was a choice, right? And what he was talking about was the fact that we in this current generation still have that slave mentality. Because what he was saying is, if you have 400 black men on a plantation and one master, why is 400 black men subservient to the one white man, right? And he's saying it's the same thing today. And he's like, so when you look at it through that lens, slavery looks like a choice to me. That's what he said. He was saying like 400 people when there's only one white man. That sounds like mental slavery. Like, we're allowing ourselves to be enslaved. Now you can have your opinions whether you agree or disagree with that point. But the fact is, he did not say slavery was a choice. And that one really gets on my nerves. That one just because the thing is, people are so quick to take things out of context and just label him the villain. And
put words in his mouth.
Yeah, put words in him. And because now he's a God-fearing man, now everybody wants to bring up all this stuff and make it even worse than it was. Oh,
That's
God.
the thing, like, I believe like why people tend to believe that is because we don't have enough time to research stuff for ourselves. Like, because at the time I was just so busy trying to get work done, I had no time to actually look at the interview and check what he was saying. All I took was what was told to me. So we're living in a generation where, like,
Rumors, basically.
Rumors and even like just fast information because we just want to be fed what we want now.
And the thing is as well is like we have to understand like if we look at, because I watched a lot of the Sunday services, he's preaching a sound scriptural message.
Yeah, he is.
He has not said
good.
he's not. And the thing is, even people were like, okay, you can't just be doing music though. Like on a Sunday, like Sunday's not all about the music. People need the word to be fed into them. So now he's incorporating that into it as well. He's listening, he's learning, and even when he speaks, he's preaching a sound message. There was an interview he did with it wasn't Charlemagne, it wasn't Zane Lowe, it was the other one. So he did 3 interviews. I know he did one Charlemagne, another one with Zane Lowe, and then he did another one. I'll pop it in there.
Yeah.
But in that interview, it's like 30 minutes. If you go and sit and you just listen to him, and the way he's just talking, yeah, you can just see that this man is just a changed man. This guy is not the same. Like, he's been renewed by the blood of Christ. And the thing is as I say, we're very quick to go, oh, but this is the same guy that 2 years ago was, you're such a...
For everything you know, that was his season back then. It's part of God's plan for him was to just become a changed man.
Yeah.
You know, serve Jesus Christ. It's his season now. So just him do, you know,
Exactly.
what he do. That's his
But
part.
nobody will let him live.
And leave him alone. Like, people, do they not know?
And the also funny thing is, like, what was he even saying? Like this is like Mary was saying to point. It's just like, even if you believe that he's not fully changed, then pray for him. Don't be putting him down. Because the thing is, if he truly hasn't made that 100% change, I believe he has personally. Because it's up to me and says, I'm a Christian. I'm gonna choose to believe you, unless you really, really show me things otherwise. Yeah. And even then, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm gonna say, my brother, my sister, come, let me talk to you. Yeah. What you're doing is not Christ-like. What you're doing is not what God wants for your life. Yeah. But what these people are so quick to do is because of who he was, they're like, oh, Kanye's not a Christian. Oh, instead of even going to say, okay, you know, this is a guy who's trying. You know, this gospel album is showing that he wants to try to live a better life. He wants to try and be more Christ-like.
And that is the point of Christianity. It's the point of trying. It's not the point of trying to get to the destination. The whole thing about Christianity is trying to be more Christ-like.
Because we can never be Christ-like.
We can never be like Christ, but we can do our best to try and get his qualities like humility, like the love for a fellow man. Exactly. And the reason why we're not used to it is because we're so used to seeing the polished Christian artists. We're so used to seeing, you know, those wearing like their saved clothing, those that have their, you know, family and friends.
What was he doing in all silver that time? He painted his face.
I have no idea.
The Met Gala. It was
that was the Met. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
That's cool.
Like, especially because, you know, his wife is Kim Kardashian as well.
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah.
just considering how she got to fame. So just putting all those considerations together, that's why he's not like the typical artist. When we think gospel, we think CC Winans.
But this is the thing, right?
You know,
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. Especially right. This is kind of come across kind of a little bit of digging at my churches over here, but Norwich churches are very. I call them Hillsong, right? Even though not all of them are Hillsong, but it's like Hillsong, and all the other kind of artists that sound in that very similar vein. Yeah, the songs that are very melodic, the same kind of full chord progression, the same over-the-top lyrics sometimes, if you ask me. I like, don't get it twisted, I love these songs, yeah. But me, like, also I'm an African praise guy, you know me, I'm a Caribbean praise guy, like, I love that. And so for me, like, when Kanye's album dropped, yeah, I was like, this is, like, because me, I love my hip-hop, I'm ghetto, yeah? I love my hip-hop, I love my R&B. This is music that I can bump with my family. I could be like, Christ, like, even in, like, and my mum's in the house. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not afraid because there's no cussing, there's no nothing. It's a really good song. And that's the thing, like, people don't understand. Kanye got millions of non-believers to be sitting there.
He got so many the amount of souls that he got.
And
people are like his fans and like people that are his fans that were non-believers before they're seeing him change. They're like, whoa!
Like, we need people like him as a good segue to believe.
But you know what's the funny thing as well is like people don't even understand that is the Bible talks about sowing seeds, right? as Christians, like our journey is not always going to be to bring believers in to be on that final step of being there when they make the commitment. Sometimes our job is to just sow that seed, and then it's somebody else's job to water and to see the fruits develop. Yeah. What Kanye did there with that album was sow millions of seeds. Yeah. Because the thing is, there was millions of unbelievers who are now listening to songs about God, saying this is a banger. Yeah. Have it on repeat. Yeah. And then they're on their journey to school, and they're like, Christ, like, if you can't tell, On God is my favourite song. Like, and then they're like, okay, but who is this Christ guy?
And they will search it
and all of a sudden, that's you've opened the door.
Isn't there a guy, your co-worker at your work? He listens. I don't know if it was Kanye or not, but he was like, "That's not a Christ song." We were like,
and even there, like I just saw his name and I was like, "Wait a minute." He's a gospel hip hop artist and that, and he's like, no, he's not, and I'm like, oh yes, he is.
I think the thing is, like, we had a minute, like I like this music, but the thing is, I think Kanye really brings something fresh to gospel hip hop. Yeah. Because the thing is, it's a revolution that we. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my own. I made a joke then. You realize it's a revolution not seen since Kirk Franklin.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean that was not intentional. But as in with songs like Stomp, with songs like Revolution, with songs like Oh God, isn't it like those kind of songs where up until that point nobody really heard that kind of music, Christian music, and even he says it in the song Stomp. He's like, oh, for those of you using the gospel gone too far, like we got something new. Like that was revolution, and that kind of changed the Christian music game. Yeah. And artists like, because honestly, when I was younger, I used to listen to them. I used to encourage me to listen to all these like Christian like rappers and stuff because like, I was, and that's why I'm heavy on rap game. But obviously, like I would listen to them. But the thing is, there was a peak. Like Lecrae, his early work is actually like good. The thing is though, I'm not gonna lie to you, he just went downhill. Like big love to him and everything he's doing, But the thing is once he got some success, I feel like. After the Grammy nomination with Gravity, his albums then just went downhill. And that's the thing, I feel like a lot of them, I feel part of it, and I'm not going to lie, I feel part of it is that Hillsong influence. A lot of them even are now, their sounds becoming even nailed into that. And I'm like, I don't enjoy it anymore. And like...
It sounds really like...
samey. And it sounds pop, and it's pop rappy. It's not, like... I might even like snippet some of the cuts in here, but like if you listen to Lecrae's old stuff, and his new... In fact... You know what? Let me even...
Like, I listen to his new stuff more than his old one. Like, have you listened to All Things Come Together?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's not my favourite, personally, but...
Oh, you're playing on the thing?
Yeah, why not? Right. Let's like, choose a new song. A relatively new song. You see the sound?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's still reaching some people, but the sound that he goes with now is...
Yeah, like if you took out the lyrics, you would think it's like...
It just sounds like, honestly, to me, it sounds like an upbeat Hillsong song. Now, let me show you some of his old stuff. Oh gosh, you're about to see something. Which one do I really? Oh, if you like, see?
I ain't smoking, but my homie in here burnt up. Yeah, I'm working out.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, his old sound is so different. Like, it actually sounded like... I feel like he actually went away from hip-hop sounds and now kind of gone to this pop rap sound. Like, even this track as well, like...
Dallas Fort Worth, Houston.
Like, it's sounding a lot more like... What's that one?
Top.
You know, catch the fever, you know, but you see what I mean, like...
Sounding like less unique.
And it's funny because there's actually a track on this album called Sell Out, which I'm like, you've kind of now done it, but yeah, like, there was a peak with that, but then I feel like, rock, like, music, especially like Christian rap, got way too like pop based and stuff. And I enjoyed the fact that when Kanye came along now, he actually like shook it up again.
Something fresh and
Like
made it
it's
clear, like,
fresh. It's fresh, and it's that's the thing. All his words, all the songs are Bible based and everything. Like even what's it? It's not. Is it On Site? What's it called again?
On Site.
No, On Site. That's old Kanye. No, what was it called? Sailor. That's the one. Sailor. Where it's just like John Aces. You know that one.
Yeah.
Like he's quoting Bible. Yeah.
To who the sun sets
It's free. It's free indeed.
Oh, that's
Yeah, been made free. Yeah. And also, like, it was just a really amazing thing to like actually have that shake up again now and have everybody excited to listen to gospel music again. Especially me, as I was saying, like I love African praise and I don't get it around here. So for me, this was like my one chance to really get something invigorated. But yeah, we love you, Kanye.
Yeah.
We love you. Like we still love Kanye. That's what it was, Kanye. But even actually, funny enough, because he was talking about that. Did you? There was I can't remember what interview it was, but he even spoke about how he used to call Life of Pablo a gospel album, and he was like, "That's how misguided I was back then." And that was in 2016. This guy has
what's the transformation?
He has what I trust. What I give. Do you know what I don't understand how Christians are out here saying these things because all I say is, what a mighty God we serve that He could bring somebody so far lost. Somebody.
It's a personal relationship. A relationship with Christ is not me, Christ, and Aaron.
Yeah.
It's me and Christ.
Yeah.
So it's between Kanye and God. You know, like leave that up to Him, and you focus on your relationship with Christ, and use Kanye's album. Do whatever you will. Hopefully, it will bring you closer to Christ.
Exactly.
You know, and also like a mistake I did was I looked at music reviews first of the album instead of listening to it myself. I looked at it and then it was mostly like, oh, it's not that great, the sound is a bit off, so I was like, oh, maybe, you know, because they're experts here. Who knows? But then I listened to it myself. I saw the concert, in fact, I didn't listen to the album, I saw the concert, and I thought for myself, with the preaching involved, I was like, wow. But these people, it's not for them to talk about.
I'm not gonna lie though, I need Kanye to drop some of those Sunday service tracks in an actual. I love the album, but I need some of those because like I sit and watch the concerts and I need some of them them actual Sunday service versions of the tracks. Oh, especially the tracks that he's like his old tracks and where he's like now we working them for the good. Like some of those tracks are wow. Like and he always does the one he loves to do as well, which I really love, is the hey. Like, oh.
Even say my name when they're like,
he didn't say like, but people, please, just wake up.
Just
upset. Like, actually upsets me though.
It's fine because he's helping people. Like they can just say what they want. Like,
but then it's going to happen. Like if you're going to, you know, like state that I'm going to be set apart, you're bound to get judgment. Even Jesus himself.
Jesus got judgment.
So it's bound to happen. So you must obviously be doing a good thing.
All the greats in the Bible always fight persecution, you know. So we just got to continue to pray for all Christians at the end of the day.
Amen.
Like and remind them. Yeah, even exactly. Even non-Christians, even more so. But yeah, that they would, you know, the Bible even says about the plank in your own eye before the splinter in other people's. But yeah. But speaking of that, so you man said about obviously Kanye. Did you hear about how SPAC wanted to bring him or tried to offer him 10,000 to come and do it?
No. Where are they going to bring that 10,000 from?
Nah, I feel like we need to get into this. Okay. Oh, she really said. She said.
Well, let's just beg the Holy Spirit come into this conversation.
Okay. And for the police watching, you know, we don't know anything that's going on. This is allegation.
We're not involved.
This is all allegations. But no, honestly, you man, what is your thoughts on SPAC? Because I honestly, I'm 50-50, right? In some ways, and this is, let me be clear. In very specific ways, I respect what Pastor Toby has done, and by that I mean I respect that he's got gang members off the street. Yeah.
Okay.
But it should be as a charity.
Exactly.
Not as a church.
Not as a church.
Not as a religious establishment.
Please.
Because that's where the issue comes in. Yeah. I am all for getting people off the streets, getting gangbangers off the streets, taking away knives, turning around people's lives, making them successful and giving them money, yeah?
Right.
What I'm not for is fraud. What I'm not for is blasphemy. What I'm not for is using the Lord's name as clout. Like, oh, Robert Skeske. Oh. No, that video actually made me. No, you saw it.
Malika. Who's Malika?
No, you actually saw the Instagram video in it where the guy was like, the guy was rehearsing the tongues. He's like, there's a video that one of the pastors is there like Shamaya. I was like, what's going on? This is you are rehearsing tongues. God, your doctrine is so bad. And did you see the video the other day where they were literally just having all the world? They were literally just partying. And I was like, is this SPAC with this club night? Is it church club night? Because the thing is, they weren't even doing Christian songs that night. They were literally just playing all the like NSG. They did all them songs. No, but what you meant? What you meant?
It's a church. I don't. Have I seen some video? Yeah, I've seen videos basically where like they kind of like. I find it disturbing that some of them they say we pray for the anointing of PT, Pastor PT. I'm like, why are you praying to PT? That's kind of strange. I'm very
I know.
No, but as in like it's just very disturbing to me because it's like you're supposed to be praying to your God. It's almost like you forgot him.
People
and you
even said, I don't even know God, I know PT. I don't know Jesus, but I know PT.
I'm saying, some of these people, when you watch like Mr. Exposed or some of the YouTube channels and stuff, and you see some of the things that these people were saying, like how God is in debt to the earth. It's like, God owns the earth. How can he be in debt?
God created this earth.
He owns
everyone debt.
Yeah, and I agree that their obsession with PT is very, very unhealthy.
Scary.
Like, they really, PT is their God, and that's the thing. They're not serving God, they're serving
him.
That's dangerous.
Dangerous beyond dangerous, but also it's like, just the fraudulent behaviour is just disgusting.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you're enticing these young people into these churches, saying, listen, we're going to turn your life around. And then you have to sow seed.
Yeah.
Oh, on Monday, you sow seed. On Tuesday, you sow seed. On Wednesday, you sow seed. On Thursday, you sow seed. On Friday, the police come for you. On Friday, you get a call from your bank. Yeah, hello, we've had some suspicion. On Saturday, the police are at the door. On Sunday, you are cuffed. You won't be able to make it to church to sow next week because you're in cuffed. Nah, but honestly, the way they do that and the way they like expose lavish lives. I'm not saying that we as Christians can't have lavish things and can't have nice things, yeah. But these prosperity preachers in general, not just SPAC is. I think SPAC is the newest and the most current version and the latest line of prosperity preachers. Yeah. Them Joel Osteen types, which all they preach is prosperity gospel, which is not good. Like,
what are you gonna do when the tough times come? What are you gonna do?
That's not even what you should be preaching. Like, they don't even know nothing. They don't know. They don't even know heaven, hell. They don't even know Jesus. They don't. All they know is blessing.
All they know is sow seed and look what all the expensive stuff I got. I remember I was watching one video where the guy was talking about like how people, God had blessed him with a private jet, and because everybody had been so jealous, God blessed him with a second private jet. Right? And that's the thing. Like the thing is though, what makes SPAC different to these prosperity preachers of old? Like prosperity preachers of old, at least did it all above board. Like they're just taking your money.
Exactly. They do.
Right? But they're taking your money in legitimate ways. They're not frauding you out of the money. They're just taking your money. SPAC nations actually fraud your money and then showing that lifestyle and living that lifestyle and being like, come and see what we've done. Come and see how much money.
Invest in my business.
Come and be a part of it. And that's something like they're really like come and invest, but you're not investing in anything. You're not investing in your future because SPAC Nation is very close to falling down. Anyway, we've all seen the news recently of how the police are now coming for them. Yeah. Once they find something, it's all going down, and you're going to be going down with them. And that's the thing. Like I actually urge anybody who's currently in SPAC Nation, listen, I think it's so great that you found God. I think it's so amazing, but what they're doing in there is not scriptural. It's not, I don't want to say it's not going to get into heaven, because there are some people there that I believe will SPAC Nation will make it to heaven, because the thing is they come with the right heart. And this is the thing, that's what really breaks my heart. It's not the people that are there doing the fraudulent behaviour, because the thing is, even Jesus saw in the temple people selling. You know what I'm saying? Even these people on their video talking about, I'm in the business of worship. Worship is not a business. Yeah. I have no sympathy for you, man. I will pray for you, man, that God will give you clarity, yeah? But I won't sympathize you. The way my heart goes out to is those people, is those struggling boys and girls who live on the streets and stuff and raised by the culture. And now they've seen this and they're like, oh, let me come. And they found God in this place, yeah? But now the thing is it's great that you found God, but the thing is your foundation is not solid.
Yeah, still
and
vulnerable.
You are so vulnerable. That's what I'm saying. You are not being raised up in the way of Christ. And if so, like, I urge you, man, especially around the area of London, there are some powerful churches. There are some actual churches that are doing powerful and amazing work. And have a look around, yeah? Go to another church. Go to another church where you don't have to pay £500 to sit in the front row. Or go to another church where, you see it is not required, yeah?
Go to a concert.
Exactly. Yeah. No, honestly, do you know what's the funny thing? Is this thing about seed, where you have to sow seed, is very, very, very bad. Because even at the church I go to now, yeah, so sometimes I do what's called hosting, so I'm the one who talks about like, what's going on in the church and all this kind of stuff. And we always ask to encourage people in the offering, right?
Give them free will.
But the thing is, the first thing that says is like when you encourage people to offering, you have to remember that we're not shaking their pockets, we're encouraging them.
Yeah.
And when we pray, and when we pray for the offering, we always make sure to bless those who have given just as much as those who haven't given.
Yeah.
That those who haven't given, God will bless them with the ability to give at some point in time.
Guys, there was this story, yeah. Oh, it's so bad. There was this pastor. I don't even know what country it was in, but it must have been because it's pounds. It must have been in England. So basically, let me even see if I have it. So basically, he was doing deliverance at in his service, towards the end of stuff, and then he was he brought out a perfume bottle, yeah, and he was like, oh, anyone who this bottle I've prayed upon this bottle has the Holy Spirit in it, blah 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 blah, blah. That's what they'll say. And then after he was like, this is what he says. He's like, oh, anyone who wants some of this, come to the front, and it costs 700. Listen, I need my receipts.
That looks like a book from Poundland telling me it's
if you get to heaven and you don't see me there, you're not there. Nah.
Yes! Look.
A few moments later.
Some people forget that God is still watching.
It's constantly they don't see it. They're just like, oh.
Because they don't see, they think He's not watching.
They think they can do whatever they want.
But yeah, these churches are becoming so and that's why it's so important for us as Christians and non-Christians alike, even to gain spiritual maturity and that awareness to know where to go and where not to go.
Right.
In terms of churches and where, because the thing is, there's so many great churches, but you've got to find a church that you're comfortable with for one. But if you're comfortable, then you need to do the second check, and the check is what are they preaching? Is the message that they're preaching actually
corresponds to the Bible?
That's right.
If they're saying, and in Luke chapter 7 verse 31, Jesus said, you must give SPAC Nation £300 every week. Yeah? It's a corrupt church. There's problems with that church.
That's the thing, what they're teaching, is it glorifying God or is it glorifying the power of man?
I'm actually wondering, where's this money actually going?
Range Rovers.
Let me see the video. Red water.
That's where it goes. That's where it goes.
Drippy. All my guys are drippy. No, that drippy video actually made me laugh. Because the thing is, I said, how could a pastor be up there talking about drip?
Exactly. That's what you know. That's what you want.
Revelations, yeah. First people to get cast into the fire, false prophets speaking.
Oh,
I want to see the blood of Jesus on the cross.
I've read my Bible.
Amen.
Speaking of revelations, yeah, right?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Can you not keep your mouth shut?
Is it just me, or does cold temperature do something to everybody? Well, all of a sudden everybody wants to get coughed.
Oh, don't tell me. Oh my God.
I'm so sad right now. I don't understand why. You know what? Men be tripping these days.
Oh,
tripping all the time. I don't.
But women be tripping as well. Listen, this cold temperature, I swear, it does something to people because
get a whole water bottle.
That's the first thing you said. Go get it. No, but central heating is expensive, yeah? Go get a whole. I'm joking. We need central heating.
These people that you don't see for 6 months to date. All of a sudden now, all of them coming out. Bae, my boo, best, 6 months. I said, you've been in a relationship for 6 months. Whoa. Listen, people are coming out the woodwork in relationship right now, and I don't get it. Why is everyone just wants to go win a Wonderland? That's literally it. That man just want to have a bae to take me to Wonderland, but like,
it's
what?
Like the Nando's of fun fairs.
What do you man think about this? Like,
Nando's.
obviously,
Literally.
cuffing season. What do you man actually think of that? Like,
I just wish, like, I'm all for love and everything. Like, I'm not gonna knock anybody who's in a couple or anything. It's just don't push it down my throat, okay? That you're in love and all that shit. Like, I understand. Like, it's amazing, it's beautiful, but don't shove it down my throat, okay? Like, I get it.
PDA basically.
Yeah, oh god! Even in this uni, some of you in this uni. Oh yeah, I have seen people. I have seen people. I'm definitely beeping out that word, but it doesn't matter. That be doing up like miniature porn. I can't lie. These men doing softcore porn on campus in library, and I'm like, what is going on?
In the snowball yesterday.
Were you trying to that was like that? Like, no one's looking at your dusty man.
Especially those that will be looking at other people's kids and they're like.
Yeah, boys. Yeah, that's.
I'm like, this ain't Pornhub, relax.
Oh god, no.
It wasn't even just uni. I remember I was on the train going back to uni, and obviously you know when you get the table, so you have like 2 seats there and then 2 opposite.
Yeah.
There was a couple opposite me on the same table as me. Public spare affection. Oh my god.
I'd have been like, excuse me. Yeah, can you stop?
I was so disturbed. I was like,
this is McDonald's.
No, right here, right now, in front of me. Like, why?
Please, like, actually,
Black Panther, we don't do that here.
No,
PG.
That's a throwback, man. That was.
Honestly.
You man. That was actually jokes. I think the funny thing about that as well was when we was all there, and we was in the cinema, and we were sat in like the middle, and it was like literally all the black people in the middle, and then there's like a wide out.
What was this?
When we went to watch Black Panther, did you catch it? And it was like all the black people in the middle, and there's like white out across. And when all the jokes that were just flying over their heads, we were just laughing. We were just creasing up, and then the mum were like, Barry, why are they?
I'm sorry. It was so nice to watch it twice.
Linda, I don't understand. He just said, oh, why are you done? He said, are you finished? And they're cracking up. I don't understand it. Nah, it was actually jokes.
My favorite part was when she was like, colonizer.
I
was like, beautiful.
I said, yes, we'd love to see it.
I wonder, I must have like left some sort of pain for those that liked colonization.
Some of these people really be out here, they want to be doing colonization part 2, but we move in it.
Like Brexit, it used to be so great back in the day. I'm like,
that actually knows.
How great? Tell me how
Please,
great.
tell me, how great? How great is our God?
Yes.
Sing with me, how great. Robust. Oh, no, but so obviously going back to that Winter Wonderland like love thing, yeah. Do you not believe in the talking stage? Like, do you actually think it's a thing? Because the thing is, the way I see it is this talking stage has come out of nowhere, and now all of a sudden it's a real thing. Like, where we're in the talking stage right now.
I feel like it's always been a thing. Now they're putting a label on it.
But
yeah,
is it really? Because the thing is, I feel like the talking stage that you're describing as a talking stage are 2 different things.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So what's the actual definition of a talking stage?
The actual definition obviously is like really loose, but like the talking stage is like, for a lot of people, it's like,
getting to know the person.
Getting to know the person.
That's how I use it.
And it's just like, But the thing is, people make too much of a talking stage right now. And I feel like people jump too quickly as well. It's like, we're in the talking stage, so now we're flirting messages, now we're asking about everything, Like, no, the thing is, it should, that's the thing. I feel like the talking stage is kind of removing some level of organicness from the relationship. I think even in general, labelling
there
every
shouldn't
section.
be labels in general.
Because how do you go from, so we met,
to second,
now we're in the talking stage, now we're seeing each other, now we're dating, now we're in a relationship. Bruv, if you like somebody,
just let it go. Let it flow.
Just let it flow. No, but it's like, honestly, like, I think the way Twitter has just made up and Instagram, like, it's really become like toxic, like, because there's so much stuff about the talking stage. You just like, Because technically.
Well, sometimes, like, I get accused of, like, because they think in their way of talking, because I'm just, like, being, like, friendly, like, as in, I don't deal with them anymore. But then actually, the other person thinks the other, like, something else, and then they actually thought, oh, okay, she fancies me. What do I do? And I'm
But
like,
even the way I perceive it, is like, so okay, say you meet somebody now, and you find them attractive, it's not, oh, let's go into talking stage. Just let me get to know the person, right? Because I think actually you may find that you have nothing compatible, but then you want to be friends. But the talking stage for me, it seems to me whenever it's talking stage, you treat it like a breakup. If the talking stage doesn't work, you never talk to them again. I like that.
You're waffling. You're waffling.
Friends with somebody, the whole friend zone.
Exactly.
There's something inherently evil about being friends with somebody.
And I think people forget it's attraction and love and like all that stuff. It develops over time.
Exactly.
It's not a thing that happens. Like you never know. You may be friends with somebody for 2-3 years.
That's
and then
it.
Next thing you know, they're like, oh, bro, you know what? You're kind of a sweet one. Still.
It's not always jumping straight into like you can be friends.
I mean,
Then
because
later
my
develop-
sister, like she's been, because she's had a husband now with 2 children, and I know, and this is me at uni. Basically, she's been with her husband for like they've been best friends for like 4 years, and then like they were together.
That's the best foundation to start.
And this is their first relationship.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like that's the thing for me. I would never just jump into a relationship like that. That's because like if we're talking about that, then my talking stage may be a couple of years because the thing is, like I may just be keeping it low, and then like one time like my opportunity opens, I'm like, okay, listen, like we've been friends for a while. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if there's anything more there. If no, it's a no. If it's a yes, it's a yes. If it don't work out, then you can just easily slide back into being friends.
In a relationship, like you will jump in like with a lot of expectations with somebody. You could even jump in with like rose tinted like glasses and being like, oh, it's going to be perfect. But as friends, you can easily see the great side of them and the not so perfect side of them, and you get to accept them for who they are. That's the beautiful thing about friendship.
Let me be clear though. Man them, girl them, still shoot your shot in the DMs. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying out here you need to be doing up. Hey, how you doing? Like obviously, going because obviously we're talking from a space as well. Like we're people like we've got time still in it. Like they will reach a point where I can't like if you're coming in my DMs and I'm not cuffed up. You need to come in with quick energy because I'm not trying to waste time. Do you know what I mean? Like so obviously you have to think about where you're at in life as well. Like for me, cool. Don't come in man. But if you come in my DMs with energy, cool. Come with energy. I don't mind it. But just know that you could be flirting with me, but we could be flirting for a year for all I care. Like. Because the thing is,
it's okay! It's okay!
To me, but just know that even if you come with energy, I don't mind it. I'm not gonna not accept your DM slide and your energy, but it's still not gonna make me work any quicker than I normally would. But
my thing is, I'll just do a direct message.
That's a direct
if you're making WikiHow, Instagram, Twitter, your Bible for how to catch someone or how to fall in love, you're failing already.
Wait, stop. Because she said something that was wrong. She said your Bible. No, you must use your Bible.
That's why I'm saying you're going wrong. If you're making it
no, but
your
you said
Bible, you're wrong.
Okay, you should be more clear.
Yeah, I'm saying if you are using this as a source of,
as your Bible. Okay, I thought you added Bible to the end of the list.
No. Unless they're like posting like some Bible quotes or something, that's fine.
Yeah. But then if it's going to be, your main source of relationship goals, your relationship goals, I mean, as a Christian, it should be the Bible.
And I think relationship goals are like another kind of toxic thing anyway, because the thing is the relationship things you see it's not even surface level. Bro, there's not a relationship out there that don't go through hardships, that don't go through trials. But just because you see them up on Twitter and Instagram doing, this is my love, my life, and all this nonsense like that. And it builds a perception in our head where that's what it's got to be. And that's where we've got to live. And that thing is unrealistic.
Yeah. And does it have to be public too? Is it a real relationship if you have to publicise it?
That's the thing.
Like, I always wondered, do you actually have to,
like making us think like that's 100% of your relationship. What if it's like 50%?
And then when you public it, people get involved, it screws over, like...
People will start
do you keep it
because the thing is, imagine like you post a pic, like I post a pic, me and my girl, once somebody's in your comments atting somebody, say, hey, look at this, bruv, I'm losing it. I'm actually, oh god, can you imagine?
Yeah.
You post a pic with you post a pic with your man, saying, me and my bae, we're just out here, you know. You now see one girl in your comments, you've never seen her before in your life. She's atting her girlfriend, she's atting her girlfriend, being like, yo, come see this picture. Bro, are you not losing it? Are you not going sick? Are you not going mad? Because me personally, I'm going mad. I've said, who the are you? What's going on? Why are you mad?
The relationship is between me, my man, God, not you, and you.
Yeah.
No.
Like, obviously, I'm not saying that you should hide your relationships away.
I mean, like, it'd be like, oh yeah, I saw that guy. He was with that girl over there. I was like, yeah, that's his sister.
Yeah, exactly. People even get people get things mixed up all the time because you see people hanging out. Like, you'll see two people hanging like I hang out with like people all the time. People are like, oh, you dating? Like, no, they're just my good friend, right? And the thing is, I'm not saying you should hide your relationship, but I'm saying just be cautious. Even the best example was when I said about my friend who just did that video where she was like 6 months. I was like, I didn't even know you had a relationship. She was like, yeah, I've been in a relationship for 6 months. I'm like, I like that though. The fact is that relationship between her and her man.
Yeah.
Cool. And she's celebrating 6 months, and that's nice. And she wanted to celebrate it with everybody. I like that.
Yeah.
You're doing it right. Well done. And you know who you are, so keep going strong. It was a good Christian relationship. I expect much from that. I expect there to be fruitful. Amen. Amen.
Going back to being like organic, like you don't need to. If you don't feel ready to post your relationship out there, you don't force yourself. You don't have to force yourself.
Even going before that, if you don't feel ready to be in a relationship, don't force yourself, Sha.
Exactly.
You know, people. I'm saying this Winter Wonderland. This is the problem. People now think they need to take something to Winter Wonderland, and then they must be getting into a relationship.
It's expensive.
If you're, bro, that's the first thing. But if you're not ready, there's so many people that jump in.
Yeah, hey everybody, editing double A back here again. Yep, so as I said, the video cut. Unfortunately, that is the end, and it's a shame because some of the things that we said at the end were actually amazing and jokes. But oh well, there's always next time in it. So if you guys liked this, please make sure you like it and or share it about. Tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. What else? Yeah, let me know what you thought of it, please. Like, honestly, your feedback's amazing. And if you're in and around like Norwich area and you want to get involved in an episode of this, so obviously, because I said like I'm not gonna have the same people each time I do it. I want to have like different groups of people each time. So if you want to get involved, please let me know. And yeah, peace and love and blessings.